Don't worry. You are not really here. Inghai must search for you in the underworld.
Ubah ini untuk awak buat tua.
Come, Mike. Jump. Come, Mike. Time to get up. Come, Mike. Time to get up. New site. New site today. Long way from here. Come on.
You died and made you foreman.
You did. Last night. Remember?
Oh, yeah. I must have been drunk. Sign us in, boss. Pragmatics.
You go round!
Hey, Pally, get out of the way.
These stones are sacred!
Listen, you whoop. I'm paid to clear land for oil wells, not get converted to your witchy religion.
I tell you, Atto will kill you whether you believe it or not.
Yeah, Consolidated Oil's here now, and we're drilling whether your goblins like it or not, so piss off.
I'm not moving, Pally. You go round!
I'm not taking orders from you, you little caveman son of a bitch. Get back to the jungle before I crack your skull open like a crab shell.
The hell you will.
These stones are sacred, Mike.
Why don't you get back on the dozer and go around the stones?
Oh, you're taking his side against me, are you?
You watch yourselves. The both of you. Men die up here. Accidents. All the time.
You want accident? You have.
Raj, put away the knife.
Hey! That's enough of that. The knife down, boy. I've already got 3 men hurt.
I'm sorry, Maddox. It's just a misunderstanding.
Shut up! You don't work for me. You got that? None of you. Draw your time and get lost.
Sorry, mate. This place have bad Atto.
Had a fight, did you? Wish I'd been there. Bet you clobbered him.
Nah, he kept falling down. I was trying to help him up.
Do you mind if I see your passport? Let's say I keep it a bit. Formality, really. I don't believe there'll be charges.
Why, are you telling me it's time to leave, Cliff?
Oh, heavens, no. I just want to keep you from becoming one of those disaffected types the tropics seem to attract.
Oh, them.
When were you upriver last?
A year? Maybe more?
There's a guide job. I thought you might be interested in it.
Why?
Man's a bit of a VIP. His name's John Lachlan. He's an administrator of an American laboratory near Santa Fe. Atom bombs, that sort of thing. He's got it in his head to go looking for a diamond. You want enough money to get home, and I suspect you wouldn't mind another chance at prospecting before you go. All the better if Mr. Lachlan is paying. Yes? Besides, I'd really like to have you looking out for him. It's rather embarrassing if we misplace this gent. He's arriving on the mailboat from Kuching tomorrow afternoon. You can meet him then.
Mr. Lachlan?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Mike Carter. The district officer asked me to meet you.
An American, what a relief. Darling, this is Mr. I'm sorry, I've already forgotten your name.
Quite all right. Cardack, Mike.
How do you do, Mr. Cardack? It's good of you to come.
You certainly picked our most colorful port.
Saved a day and a half taking the mail packet.
And we did come to Borneo for an adventure.
Well, I hope we satisfy, ma'am.
It's a wonderful book. Have you read it?
No, ma'am.
Oh, take it with you. This is my third time through. I can live without it for a few days.
I better not. I was raised by a grandmother who taught me it was a mortal sin to borrow something and never return it.
Oh, then I've nothing to worry about.
For God's sake, Helen, leave him be. Some people don't like to read.
Second thought. Don't mind if I do.
You might enjoy it. My wife never errs on the subject of light reading.
Whenever you're ready. See you at the bar.
Now, I understand you are the authority on diamonds.
Well, authority is putting it a bit strongly.
Andover's trying to sell you hard. What's his racket?
Well, he just thinks we'd all be better off if you come back with a diamond.
So fill us in. What are we up against?
Are you planning on coming?
Certainly.
It's our project together.
John bought me this ring 5 years ago. Rather than buying a stone, we plan to find one for ourselves.
This is pretty rough country, especially for a woman.
I've done my reading, Mr. Cardack. I believe I'll be all right.
My wife and I will both be going. The question is, will you be the one to guide us? We were told you'd made a big find, but somehow wound up with nothing.
We're in a bit of bad luck, actually. An accident. Lost my kit, the diamonds, everything.
Not the best recommendation.
No, it's not.
And now we're your ticket back upriver.
If you want me to be your guide, perhaps we're each other's ticket.
I suppose some samples would be too much to ask for.
Well, no, actually. I'd made arrangements tonight to introduce you to the top diamond man in Borneo. Shall I collect you around 7 o'clock?
That would be fine.
Ah, Mike Carden, my old friend.
Sean. I brought 2 new friends from America, John and Helen Lachlan. I'd like to meet Ishan Patel.
Come, sit.
Mr. Lachlan here's got an appetite for diamonds, Ishan.
Then we need to tempt him with a taste. These, you know, perfectly cut, 3 to 4 carats, nearly flawless. Here, raw, uncut. As Mike will tell you, if you find a smooth diamond, you may or may not find more. But a rough stone is lucky.
May I?
Yes?
Bigger than I expected.
That stone is 18 carats, but it will give up more than half its weight to the cut.
Plato thought that diamonds were living spirits.
Better than that. They're the hardest element in existence. The purest element in existence.
Look at the way they focus the light. Perhaps inside, both science and spirit are one.
John, when can we go?
Hand. Lip. Mike. Makan. Bagus.
No thanks. I had some grub earlier. Sudu makan. Got a minute?
Yeah, sure. Terima kasih.
You like that stuff, huh?
Oh, she can cook it. I can eat it. And when she cooks it, I like it.
Think you can tear yourself away for a few weeks? Take a trip upriver?
Taking your American friend to find the diamonds?
Yeah, and his wife, too. Need a little help babysitting. Can you make it?
Yeah, sure. You need somebody to pull you out of the water.
Kawan-kawan apa kabar?
Shotgun shells and salt is like money in the interior, Mr. Lawson. Got enough there to buy a large village.
I don't think there's enough food here.
More canned goods are going to be too heavy. I say we travel light, we live off the land.
Here. Show me the sites where we'll camp. We can plan what we're taking exactly. The less time spent foraging, the better.
Mawapong. Jana Jose. Look, any place else, that'll be a great idea. But once we get above Long Sally, maps aren't any good.
The War Department issued this. The British are very reliable.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Look here. You see that? 1945. I've been up this river, Mr. Lachlan, and I've used this map. The river's changing. It washes away. Any information more than 1 or 2 months old is useless.
That may be true, but an estimate. I would just like an estimate. We can base what we carry on that, all right?
All right. I'm gonna need more boats.
Well, I'm not made out of money, but I don't like surprises.
Hey, Mike. I found what your friend was asking for. 1 mountaineer stove and 5 bottles of white gas.
Balik, angkat lagi.
Sudah ada. Terima kasih. Beautiful spot, isn't it?
Oh, hello, Mr. Kardec.
You know, when you point your lens, you can't miss.
I started taking pictures when John and I moved to Los Alamos. The light in New Mexico is indescribable. I would just walk for hours through the Indian ruins. Let me take your picture, Mr. Kardec.
More local ruins?
So my girlfriends back home will believe me.
Well, you don't have to take my picture to prove you were in Borneo, Mrs. Lachlan.
Well, you're as much local color as the natives, aren't you? A man fed up with the phony standards of the American dream.
How does it show?
Close up, I think. Sit here. Ah, yes. The renegade American who's turned his back on civilization.
Please.
You don't think my girlfriends would accuse me of making you up? How primitive have you become, Mr. Kardec? Any experience with headhunting?
You barely get a haircut around here.
I read. It's actually a religion, taking heads. They still do it.
Rarely, but they do it.
It says they believe there's great power in the enemy's severed head, but they're taking the spirit and making it their own.
I don't think we should worry about losing our heads, Mrs. Lachlan.
No, we shouldn't.
Here's to our guest of honor, John Lachlan. Mr. Lachlan here is one of America's preeminent nuclear scientists. It is not exaggerating to say one of the most powerful men of our era. Yet, in spite of his monumental achievements, I'm compelled to confess the only reason we invited him here tonight is because of his charming wife, Helen. One of our own, lured to America by her love for this brilliant man. Please help me welcome them to our outpost.
Well, I'm indebted to you, Mr. Lachlan. If it wasn't for you atomic chaps, I'd be dead on the shores of Japan.
Or speaking Russian and reading Pravda.
If you're here looking for something to blow up, I've got a few suggestions.
No, I'm just looking to make my wife happy.
Oh, Mike.
My honeymoon. Been married 5 years, never had one. I was stationed here in the war. Thought she might like to see a piece of it. You must have been stationed here, Mr. Kardec. That what brought you?
No. I'm afraid I missed your big show, gentlemen.
Too bad. It was a crucible, a life-forging experience.
Oh, but you caught Korea head-on, didn't you, Mike?
That's right. I didn't seem to dodge that bullet.
Tell you, I'm not sure we shouldn't have used the bomb in Korea the way MacArthur wanted to. It's no secret that we can vaporize everything in a 300-mile radius with a single device.
It would certainly be a life-forging experience. Do you excuse me, gentlemen?
How do you? Ah, Mr. Kardec. Our passport to the wilds of Borneo.
Hello, Mrs. Lachlan. Ladies, nice party, Jenny. Thank you for having me. I was wondering what this thing was for. Does anyone else need a drink?
Now, the ring, such a marvelous idea. Whose was it?
It was John's. We made the plan years ago, but he's after it now with his usual single-minded determination.
How romantic. Did you take the Eastern Star to Hong Kong?
No, we were in Pearl Harbor for a few days. And then we had a week of flying from one atoll to another. John had a lot of meetings.
Sounds to me like he tried to weasel out of his military service.
Oh, on the contrary, he's quite the war-weary veteran. Heroics, medals, disillusionment, the whole pot.
Heroics?
Well, apparently he led some high-profile rescue mission behind enemy lines. He was the sole survivor.
Doesn't sound much like a rescue mission if he was the sole survivor.
Oh, no. Kardec got out the congressmen and his aides, but I get the impression he didn't think a vote-seeking politician was worth the lives of an entire squad.
Another refugee?
Oh. So I'm not very good at parties. I find myself saying too many things just because they sound right.
I found myself saying too many things just because they sound wrong. Not to break a perfect record, but what are you doing here?
We told you. The ring.
Yeah, I know. I believe you. I just figured it was a pretty long way to travel, you know, halfway around the world.
I'm not sure it's far enough. I was a bit of an embarrassment back in Los Alamos. I think I wasn't passing secrets on Jello boxes. I was just restless, bored, probably drinking too much. There's not much else to do. Signed as wives, Mr. Kardak. We're a breed. And every weekend there'd be these pipe-smoked-filled parties. So serious. I made a little scene.
Drop a little bomb of your own, did you?
It was pretty harmless. Not much collateral damage.
Hey, mister. You smart to come.
What is it you have?
Come. Come this way.
I don't think so, son. You have something to show me? This is as good a place as ever.
Sure. I have what you want. Right here.
Mr. Lachlan, your photos came back.
Thank you.
You're wrong, John. They're just photographs, part of our trip like everything else.
And last night on the veranda.
Don't, John. Please don't do this. Again.
Stay in the car.
I will not.
Mr. Kardak, we've come to tell you that your services will not be needed.
I don't understand.
We've made other arrangements.
You're still going? You mind telling me how?
Mr. Kardak, I apologize for the trouble we've put you through. It's not anything that...
Helen.
Well, if you'll excuse me.
Was a native, right? He showed you a diamond, about 20 carats.
What if he did?
Was he a big man? He had a scar on his face and tattoos all over his head?
No, in fact. It was a boy. No older than that one there.
If I'm right about this, and it's the same one who's taken people up the Barham before. None of them have ever returned.
Are you implying they were killed? For what? The diamonds they found?
Diamonds mean nothing to these people. Maybe it's you they want. You're all anyone's talked about since you got here, how important you are.
Should I be flattered by that? It's ridiculous. If they wanted to kill us, they'd have done it by now. It's pitiful. You're trying to scare us into keeping our business.
You're going to be a long way from help. And if you go up there without anyone you know you can trust, then you're a fool.
You would be well advised to keep a civil tongue in your head. Trust, or the lack of it, is precisely the issue here.
I don't know what your issue is. The interior is a dangerous place.
That why you're so anxious to go back?
You have it your way, Lachlan. But I think twice before I put my wife's life in danger.
I believe that my wife is none of your affair.
The man's a fool taking off with a complete stranger.
It's unbelievable. After the disappearances we had last year at Kuching and Cebu.
That was Jeru.
Who is this Jeru, anyway?
The chief of some renegade Dayaks. They're headhunters. I mean, it's a blood ritual. He thinks by taking heads, he can draw on their power.
He'd lure diamond hunters with a large stone. Excellent quality. I think it's what hooked Lachlan.
So it's the same con, but with a kid, yeah?
So it seems.
Well, try and radio Major Wallace. Get some men up from Kuching.
And how long will that take?
Well, a week at best.
He'll be dead by then.
They already fired me, remember?
They may need your help.
I retired from the rescue business, gentlemen.
What about the woman?
The husband worry about her.
Mike, I do believe you're forgetting something.
I don't think so.
The diamond. 20-odd carats, big as a baby's fist.
A bonus for your troubles, if you ask me.
Thought this would come in handy.
Thanks.
Cheers, old man.
Salamat.
Sambil tanggal ini.
one of our own. My Kadek, you have brought my grandson home. Good. You are among friends.
My father's brother. He was a fighter, a warrior. He take many heads. He fight against England, Raja, everyone. But no one ever catch him. No one ever find him. One day, he hiding in the river. The army mans, they look everywhere, but they don't find. And when they gone, he find diamonds in the water. Lots of diamonds. But he only take this one. Then sometime, he show me this place. And I take the diamonds to my Rudy. I buy a motorcycle, an outboard motor, very good.
And that's where we're going.
Yes, out of river. We make a portage. We go there now.
Why are you here?
2 Americans. I think they're headed for trouble. Seen anyone on the river? A man, a woman, native guides?
No, I can ask, but how are they in trouble?
Chief Jeru. Is he still alive? You know?
No. And I do not know if this man can die. It is said of Jeru that he is a Bali Salem, a black ghost, and that the men who are with him are Sakit Pati, killers and rapists, and no village will have them. Do not go. If these people are not from your village, let the army take care of this. I talked to a man who saw the Americans on the mountain trail yesterday.
Where?
Heading towards the Kapuas River.
The Kapuas starts high in the mountains that most of the sea east of Sarawak.
I have also heard that the young man who is with them is the nephew of Tuan Jeru.
Where do I find this trail?
I will take you there.
No, Inghai, it's too much.
You would not find this trail. My grandson could not find this trail anymore.
You're a great warrior, Inghai. But your people need you here.
If Jeru lives, you will need me. And my grandson, if he wants to be a warrior, like his father and his grandfather, he will need me also. Let us go.
Let us go.
Hey, get out of our things. Put that down. Your basket for open.
Oh, it does it? Not very likely.
Sorry. Cái đi.
All right, let's just get to the river. Let's get going.
Tarik.
course you wouldn't go bathing like that. Someone might see you.
I don't think they'd care. They probably think I'm white and ugly.
You're not. I don't want anyone looking at you. That's the end of it.
What's wrong with our stalwart guide?
I don't think he knows where we are. Sometimes he seems able to read the map, sometimes not. Can't tell if he's an idiot or if he's pulling our leg.
Is it possible he's both?
Beginning to have second thoughts about not hiring your friend, Mr. Cardick.
He's not my friend, John.
Well, I saw her. Tried to warn her, but one of the Dayaks showed up.
This woman, she's not your woman.
No.
Does she want to be?
She probably hasn't thought about it.
My father was Iban, a Malay. My mother was Penan. Now, when I was bad, my mother would say to me, be good, or Jeru will get you. And you take your blood and make it into magic, or bad.
Sounds like the makings of a perfectly healthy childhood.
I'm not afraid of any man. I just think we should know why we do what we are doing.
I don't know about you, but I'm after a diamond. Let's set up a watch. You and I'll take turns, yeah?
Look, show me exactly where your uncle found the diamond.
In a river. He found it in the river.
In which river? Look, here we are.
Yes. Down the river.
Downriver from here. How many miles? How many days' travel?
It's just paper.
Where did he find them? Was it up a tributary, in a gravel bank?
Yes. In a gravel bank.
On which side? This side or that side?
That side.
Trying to stick to the plan.
I don't like them. They're not like the natives in Marudi. Everyone was so nice there.
I'm not too crazy about them either. This place has more insects than Minnesota.
I'd like to just let them go and see what we can do on our own. We don't even know if they can find the place again.
You want to go back upriver on our own? You think that we could do this without help?
No. You're right.
You pushed for this, Helen. Remember, we came here for a reason.
Kita bermalam di sini.
What are we doing?
We camp. Good place.
There's hours of daylight left.
Kita di sana bagus.
Listen to me. It was too damn early to stop. We could have got miles ahead.
No, too far.
How far? How far?
You wait tomorrow, Mr. Langland.
John, let it go.
You just be happy. Tomorrow we get to Diamond. You got a nice wife. You get a nice diamond. You just be happy. That's all.
We're gonna do this very carefully. Careful not to surprise him, not to make him suspicious. We go in first thing in the morning. Tell him we're gonna work my old site. We invite him. Now, Lachlan, he's a loose cannon, but he's not stupid. If he senses he's in danger, he'll come with us.
Makan bawa sampai ke sana. Jaga. Suruh makan. Atau pasini, atau pasana. Ya, por sapa. Ke sini, ke sana. Sapa.
I will go and take over from the boy. I will watch for a while. You get some rest.
John, we're in trouble, aren't we?
No. We're going to be all right.
Don't lie to me.
I wonder what they're up to. Maybe Carter is right.
What? Right about what?
Nothing.
I think we're in a very serious situation, John. You'd better tell me.
He said some people had been lured upriver by a native with a big diamond. They never came back.
You didn't tell me.
He said it was an older man with a scar.
Why didn't you tell me?
I thought he was trying to scare me, because we took the job away, because I saw the way you looked at him.
John, you are so suspicious. Suspicious of me, of him, of everyone except for the people you decided to hire.
Don't start on me.
He's out there.
Who?
Kardec. I saw him yesterday when I went to bathe.
He followed you here? My God, Helen!
That is not the case! You just told me he knew we were in danger. He must have come to look after us.
You don't know? What did he say?
We didn't speak. One of the boatmen came to the river. What are we going to do?
We're armed. I'll tell them that if they don't get in the boat and leave, I'll kill them all. Show them a thing or two.
They're armed too, John.
You don't think I can handle them?
I think we should wait. When we see our chance to slip into the forest, Kardec wasn't that far behind. We'll head upriver and ask him for help.
What if he's gone? What if we can't find him?
What if these men follow us?
Well, then we'll hide or fight. But the guidebook has a map. Maybe we can...
It's for tourists, Helen!
Well, how would you know? You never even looked at it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't care about the diamond. I never did.
What?
I thought we needed some time together. I thought the ring would give us that. I wanted the diamond to save us.
Get some sleep. When I think it's quiet, we'll go.
Wait, something is wrong. My grandfather has not come back.
Should never have let him come.
You could never have stopped him. They are gone. 3 hours, maybe more.
You're going overland.
They're taking your American friends to Jeru.
Suruh mereka jalan. Cepat-cepat. You don't stop. You're too slow. You go now. Now look my face.
This way. I'm Penan. Piece cupcake.
No touch!
He needs help.
You don't touch. Bawa dia. Kita jalan cepat-cepat. You go first.
Mike, here. You, Mr. Lachlan, he slipped here. He limping badly. We better hurry, better catch up.
Catch up. Not be seen, get ahead of him, and set up an ambush. Piece of cupcake. What are they doing now?
They're going to have a big party and trade the stuff they stole. Shotgun shell, rifle. And they get very drunk on a rack.
What about the Lachlan's?
I think maybe they cut the man's head off. The woman? Hard to say. These people, they are not one tribe. But it is Jeru. So they'll probably cut their heads off.
All right, we'll give him an hour. Let the Iraq do the work for us.
How are you? Are you okay?
I'll get you out of this, Helen. When the time comes, they'll take me. Be satisfied.
Don't say that. We don't know what they're going to do.
It's true. I'll make sure it is.
Jeru?
No wonder people fall for it.
Don't lose it. Come on, keep it together. There's nothing we can do about that now.
My nephew has killed this man of medicine. This man has much magic. Now his magic belongs to Jeru.
You gotta go down and create a diversion. When the Lachlan's come out, you're gonna have to help them down, lead them up the hill. Whether I come out or not, you understand?
Uncle, I bring you American man, most powerful man. You take head for all bat.
I won't beg, damn you.
No! Stop it!
Don't, Helen. Don't. You can't help.
John, you stop this now!
Duduk! Sit, Missy! You sit or I kill you!
Helen!
I kill you or you don't sit down!
You can't kill him, you can't kill us. We're Americans. They'll come looking for us. They'll come after you.
Ha 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 ha! We kill English, Dutch, American. Who cares? Kita puna peduli apa?
You don't want John's head. Dayak tribesmen only take the heads of powerful enemies, of warriors. If you take the head of a strong man, it's magic. But a weak man is nothing. It's worthless.
Quiet, Helen.
My husband is not a warrior. He's not even strong. He could barely walk here. You had to help him.
Oh, for God's sake, Helen, don't make it worse than it is. I am powerful. Leave her alone. You want me.
He's just a scientist. What kind of an enemy is this man, and what will you say? Here lies the head of a man who read books. Aren't I brave?
We cut his head off. See what happened. No magic, we throw away.
drink up. That's it for food and water. We gotta head back to the boats. From there, we'll ride the river down to the sea and hopefully signal a ship out from Miri.
Are you going to be all right?
It's going to get infected. It's just a question of how soon.
They're coming, aren't they?
Uh-huh. They're going to find us, too.
Will they? I read that some tribes are afraid of the spirits and that...
Yato.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully that'll work for us, too.
At least that's what I read.
You and your guidebook. It's ridiculous, Helen. These people live here. They're not afraid.
If that guidebook taught her anything about headhunting or magic, then it probably saved your life.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed all of that at my expense. You know, I've built weapons that could blow this miserable island off the map.
One of them would come in pretty handy right about now.
Don't try and play the hero with me, Kardec. I know your story. You let all your men die.
John, stop it.
Sorry. I'm sure there's some deep psychological wound that's motivating this mission of yours. Why else would you follow us? Are you trying to make up for what you let happen in Korea? Or are you merely attempting to steal my wife?
Oh, I figure you're gonna lose her without any help from me, mister. I'll go check the meadow.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have said those things.
He's just out of his element. I'm sure you put a suit on him, he'll be a perfect gentleman.
Some people just aren't at their best when things aren't going well.
You see the bats?
Yeah.
They're heading home. You should get going.
They're coming!
How many?
Enough.
What can we do?
I'll start a fight. Retreat back into the forest. You go with Raj. With any luck, they'll be busy with me and lose you.
With luck.
He'll kill you, Mike.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll get away and I'll meet you back at the boats, too, huh? It doesn't sound all that great to me either.
How much ammunition have you got?
9 rounds.
He's right. He'll be killed.
Well, if anyone else has any better... Why don't we start with a look up there?
This is lovely.
Oh, that's perfect. Where's Raj?
Maybe he's been reading the guidebook.
That was his grandfather's head back there. The medicine man that they killed. He came up with us.
Why?
Because he's a good man. He saved my life once. He's trying to help me save you. Raj, come on.
Not here. I follow you and fight.
If you don't stay with them, they'll never find the boats. What is it?
White man thinks a tow is big joke, but not for me.
What are you talking? The cave? You don't want to go into the cave?
That cave goes straight into the underworld. If I go in there, I might not find my way back.
If you're worried about the cave, does that mean Jeru is? Is he afraid of Atto? Does he think they live here?
Well, maybe. His men, they are afraid. I think. Jeru says he makes magic, but this Atto. All his men know that Atto is more powerful.
All right, I got an idea, but you're gonna have to help me. If you don't do this, then why did Inghai die?
What are you doing?
New plan. Take this outside. If you see them, shoot once. We'll be right out.
Tell me what you're up to, damn it.
Lachlan, just let me work. Both of you, go outside. Keep away from the entrance. Find someplace to hide.
Mày đi, nhanh lên, nhanh! Đi!
Don't do anything till I signal. What'd you see?
They're close. I shot and they went to ground.
Give me the rifle. If they don't see it, they'll be sure it's an ambush.
What are you gonna do?
Try a little bit of black magic of my own. Don't move till you see Raj. Jeru! Come out and face me!
He's crazy.
Tuanjuru, Klua! Berdepanda Gansaya!
You sound like a pig.
Speak your language no better than I have to. But I speak the language of your gods, the Atto. My Obat is as good as yours in this place.
You know the gods of these mountains.
I do. They are my friends. Now you go from here. You leave us alone.
I will call upon them. 'Twas brillick in the slithy toves, did gyre and gimble in the wave. All mimsy were the border groves, and the mome rats outgrabe. He left it dead, and with its head he came a-galloping back, and... Dwyer yourself! I guess you pulled me out of the river again, huh?
A piece of cupcake.
Get him out of here.
He's burning up.
Look at her. She'll make it back, get cleaned up, never even have a bad dream. She's stronger than I am. Always has been. Wanted more life, really. Not more than I could give. More than I could imagine.
We're leaving. I just wanted to thank you. You saved our lives.
How's your husband?
Well, he won't talk to me. I did something unforgivable back there. But I don't see that I had any choice.
How's his leg?
Well, the walking made it worse.
I'm sorry.
I now know that if I'd really wanted a diamond, I would have gone to Tiffany's. We should pay you.
No.
No, at least what we were going to for guiding us. We owe you that.
I don't want your money. This wasn't about some unfinished business in Korea either. I did it because of you.
I know.
I have your book. I haven't finished it.
Oh, you must. It really is quite fun.
I'll return it to you.
I'm sure you will.
Mike, how's the stump?
I'll be ready for spring training.
Spring? What I wouldn't give to see one of those. Ah, here's this, old man. Not to worry, Mike. We'll find some way of getting you home. Yeah. It's as big as the Ritz. Good Lord. How'd you get it?
I traded him for it.
What could you possibly have given him?
His life.
I don't know how you do it.
I never seem to get the luck I want. Somehow, I end up with the luck I need.
Cheers.
Salamat.